I'm dying. Fire. I'm dying. Hello. Hello. This is the death of your streamer. No, I need to pause this real quick. Hold on. This is the death of your streamer. I am dying. Stop evil tard. Hello, hello. Stop evil tard. Leo. I'm dying today. I do not feel good. Bleh. Love my sick. Hi, Gabriel. I'm dying. I feel it too. But yes, hello everybody. Me and my sicky. Sicky dog. I'm sick as a dog, you might say. You might say I'm as sick as a dog. You might say. Not actually sick, it's just like I don't feel good today. A very specific reason that I cannot say why. Bleh. 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 Sorry. I'm better soon. I hope so too. I'm not better by tomorrow. We will see. Because I have work tomorrow and I want to go to work tomorrow because I want to get paid money. Money is nice, yes. Don't die, no promises. Oh, promises. No promises. No promises. No promises. No, the promises. You can't make me promise. Look. Can't make me promise. Can't make me. Get me out of my neck. Ow, 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 ow. My neck. Ow. Bah. That hurt a lot because I put my neck. Ew, ew, ew. Wanna wait for a bit? Maybe shut down my PC here soon. That's okay. I found my neck. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you guys. How are we today? I'm in a goofy mood because I'm feeling kind of goofy today. Like physically and mentally. Ugh. Is ye maidenless? What am I saying? Why did I say that? I don't know. I'm like in a funky mood today. I have no idea why or what caused this funky mood. But I am funky. Kong. D-K. Donkey Kong. D-K. Donkey Kong. Sorry. D-K. Donkey Kong. D-K. Hello. Donkey Kong. Ow. D-K. Ow, that hurts. Donkey Kong. D-K. Ow. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my gosh dang mind. You want your Tali clip compilation? Here it is. I'm losing my mind. This is the stream where Tali loses her mind. Because I'm going nuts. Why am I going nuts? Because I am and I want to. I'm only been live for 10 minutes. It feels like I've been live for like 4 hours already. Bye. I've been catching up on Invincible recently. I just watched the episode where it's flyleaf. I just watched the episode where Nolan, aka Omni-Man, goes back to Earth. And it was a good episode. It was a good episode. Because Merc finally kills Conquest. Finally puts him down for good. Nolan talking to Debbie scene was really cool. Tui? Oh my gosh, my mind is melting. That's what's happening. I'm not sick, my mind is destroying itself. Siki Tali is twice silly. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Did you sleep? Yes, I did. I slept a lot, actually. I slept a bunch. A bunch. I am a sleepy man. I go, honk me 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 me. Honk me 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 me. Honk me 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 me. That's what I do. Honk me 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 me. Honk me 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 me. There, I'm I baby da. Are you really, really silly? Are you really, really silly? Are you really, really silly? Yeah, are you really, really silly? Are you joining me in this silly adventure? More epic than silly, then become silly because it's a silly day. Gosh, I'm not even tired. I just hurt so bad. Bleh. Like, I'm not even, like, sleepy. I just, like, I hurt. So very bad. So very bad. Tali is a bean that hurts. Why do I hurt? I don't know. Don't know. Actually, I do know why I hurt, but... Owie, owie, owie. It hurts so bad, it goes owie, owie, owie. Like I'm taking, like, tick damage. You know how, like, you're fighting, like, a boss in the game, and he does, like, tick damage? That's, like, what's happening to me right now. Said Kyrie. What's up, Jackers? I'm dying, if you haven't noticed. I am quite visibly being murdered by myself. My body doesn't like me today, and I do not know why. I do know why, but I also don't know why. Why should I not silly goofy mode? Can you hear that in your voice? You okay? No. I hurt so bad. I'll be okay. But the upside to all this is I'm a silly goofy mood. See? 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 You see what I mean? But see? Well, I should not do that. That hurts. That hurts so bad. I'll be okay. I just hurt. Hurt, but not unsilly. Exactly. 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 Gabba goo. Goo. Ow, I hit my knee. Ow, 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 ow. That. Guys, I may be stupid. I may be stupid. I'm gonna get to stream today. Get over here. I'll be fine. Ain't nothing gonna take me down. Ain't nothing that little stream gonna do to me. I stream because I stream. You think a little stream gonna stop this grand hate? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm here. Hello, Hex. Hello, Hex. Hello, Hex, Hex, Hex. Hello. I'm introducing you today. If you can't if you can't tell. Just an hour today. You guessed it. You are correct. You are correct. Yes, I am not feeling well today, but that will not stop my silliness. Like I said, if you're looking for that clip compilation, here it is. If you're looking for that clip compilation, you got it. Yeah. Oh, it aches and bad. It hurts. William, Tali, I just saw a crazy Twitter post. Wow. My goodness. You know? You know? What hurts exactly? Don't worry about it. Don't worry, baby. Don't you worry your silly little head, brain, and mind about it. The streamer is winning. It's all that matters. When I goes crazy. No doubt. No that heart. Where's that flip comp? You want it is right here. You want it is right here. Here, where? Right here. Open your eyes. Then open your mind. There. You can see bad. Does your mind just see through my eyes? Look at me. Look at me. Sorry. I don't know the telepathic, I don't have the telepathy skill unlocked to unlock it. Very simple. Just go, boom, unlocked. Boom! Spec into the skill. Back into the skill. Respec into the skill. Open your third eye. And spec into the skill that you want to receive. This entire stream could be used for clips. She'll use it for clips. Do it for me. Sorry. You're being reprogrammed. You will join the Tali nation. Sorry. Every time I do this, like, a thing pops inside my head. It's weird. What's that, people? Hi. Welcome to the silly stream. Wanted to try and get you pronounced a Czech tongue twister, but I don't remember how it's spelled. In this current state, I'll mess it up anyway, so you have your answer. Everything hurts. What makes it sadder than the normal streams? I'm dying. I am losing my mind and dying live on stream. My body is breaking down, my mind is melting, my head is collapsing. Because of that, you get silly. Every time I'm redoing that, I'm reprogramming you. That's pretty cute. I mean, so many art is really cute. So many art is really cute. What the heck? Well, that person. I love region. I love region. I love it. Gimme. I love vegan. Meh. Psych, I'm not a dog. I'm actually a sheep. Meh. Let me see what makes it sillier than the rest now. Can you tell? Can you tell? Wild guess. Wild guess, actually. Take a guess. Maybe you'll see why. Open your mind. Open your eyes. Realize the world laid out before you. And you will understand the answer to it all. Wait, do you understand now? What's the shot count up? What kind of shot you talking about? Are you talking like bullet shot? 'Cause 0. If you're talking like alcohol shot, that's also 0. So, I guess the number doesn't really matter. It matters to me. It matters to me. Sorry, it's so pretty, but so expensive. What if I fall asleep and pass out right now? What would you do? We'd then minute some sleep at a rate that would bake it, imagine. I don't smoke or drink. Well, I drink sometimes, but not a lot. I don't smoke at all. It's also not sleep deprivation. I told you, my brain is melting. There's only one thing that initiated the brain melt syndrome. And it is a silly little thing that happens with girls. And it'd be inappropriate for me to talk about it on stream. My brain is melting along with my body. If I'm going to keep guessing, you're not going to get it right. Sure. Either one thing or the other. And it's fine to say, because you get either wrong, or it's neither. Not be an absolute fool, huh? Let's just move past it. Duel it to eternal transcendent. Let me grace your eyes with my radiance, with my glorious font. What is a flyleaf? It's a band. It is a band. Hey, Juan, you'll say their eyes have a trip mine at the same time. I don't know either anyways. There is this silly little thing in your head. And don't let around, maybe you'll get it. But I'll say it out loud. But like, think it. Transmute your brain into my mind. Transmute your vision into who you are. And maybe we'll be on the same wavelength. Howdy again, Blade. Welcome to the stream where Tali dies live on stream because her brain is melting. I wanted to play Mass Effect today, but I don't feel good, so... Like I said, my brain is melting. They're looking for that silly Tali compilation, the clip comp. Here you go. Bye. Okay, fever, wait, that's that safe for work. Fever like a curry? What is your fever? What is your fever? What is your fever? Tell me. Dance with me, chat. Dance with me. Yeah, well, human, stare into my eyes and tell me if I'm real. Tell me. Answer me, Doomhammer. Am I a real person? You tell me. Yeah, they're not melting. I told you my brain is melting. How'd you be so wary? He told you this already? I did. They sure did. Not like somebody's a catnap. Sounds like someone needs their brain to stop being funky and work. Correct. Ugh. Ugh. Correctly. Is what I meant to say. Right. Sorry. Like someone use their brain to go, you know, to go, Give you somewhere hot, is that it? No. You are real? Those twist shot, but hey, they got a point. I'm not tired. I'm just dying. I told you, my brain is melting. And not many times I gotta say this. My brain is destroying itself. Brain goes gabadooey, and I go yisbadoo, you know? I go short hair for silly. What, like this? What, like this? Well, this okay. That one. Where's the other one? There it is. Don't have silly. You wanted short tomboy, here you are. And don't worry, guys. My new model will have the short tomboy hair. It's not gonna be exactly like this, but it will have something like it. Did you always have one thing? Yes. No, here, you're seeing things. I actually don't have the thing. It's not here. You're seeing things. I never had one. I never did. Your brain is playing tricks on you. Yes, I always had a thing. Remembering a second one? You're remembering wrong. Hey, you see my teeth. You see them right there. We see them, they got... You see them? I say the tomboy part out loud, did I? No, you didn't. You did say nothing. I said nothing. My... I'll get through. I'll get through it eventually. I like how I went to speak, and I stumbled not once, but twice. And my new model is gonna have the short hair too. Like this. Kind of, but not really. There's gonna be some short little differences. But you'll see. It looks really good. I'm very, very excited. I might show a sneak of some subs here soon. That kind of makes you look like you have another character out. Guys, I did the time skip arc. Guys, I time skipped. Guys, I've grown as a character. Guys, I've time skipped. Hey, listen to this real quick. Okay. Sorry. Oh, what's for dinner? Rice and hot dogs. I was at fries and hot dogs. Do you like pant? No. Hey, sorry. I watched a Twitter clip and it freaked me out. I have a delay of like 15 seconds. Well, duh. You don't have a delay. That your delay to go like, why? And I don't know why. Like, guys, don't look behind you. He's right behind you. You may not want to look behind you right now, guys. Trying to use signal literally sucks. I'll tell it to die, and it'll fix itself, because it's just scared of your raw power. Guys? He's right behind me, isn't he? Sorry. Guys, what do I do? He's right behind me, isn't he? Bleh. You guys ready for some cool things this year? You guys ready? I'm ready for December. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. I'm so excited for December. I'm ready for my birthday sabaton. Magtabaton. My birthday sabaton. You guys ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. It's gonna be filled with silly and whimsy and awesome and cool. When does the modification push end? It's supposed to be at the end of April. Or until my YouTube account says, hey, you didn't hit enough subscribers. Start over. And then I cry. Let's see. Let's see right now if it reset or not. Yeah. Reset. Like, if it doesn't, like, if it takes too long, it's the end of April. So about, and I learned my lesson in a week. And just like that, we're back to normal. And just like that, we entered the Great Reset. And just like that. Just like that. Just like that, we've entered the Great Reset. We're back to normal. Just like that. They showed off new Genshin outfits for the main characters, and oh my gosh, I'm so tempted to get back into Genshin, but I really don't want to play it. I really like the designs. But I don't want to get back into Genshin. I don't want to play Genshin. Like, I really like the character designs. I really like them. I think they're really cool. I don't want to play Genshin. Ever. I don't ever want to play Genshin again. But, like, the designs are so cool. Does this? Sorry, I'm just collecting refs and artists for my cool little that new model that I'm doing. Have you heard? And you heard that I'm getting a new model. And it's gonna debut at the end of the year. Have you heard? Hey guys, what if I exploded just like right now? What would you do? Would you guys still love me if I was a worm? That's an AC4 remake. I don't care. If they want to remake it, sure. Let it go ahead. I don't care. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't have strong feelings either way, for or against it. As long as it doesn't suck, then cool. Which, knowing Ubisoft, is probably gonna suck. Oh, what was that thing you did with your eyes where they got darker? What do you mean? Like this? You talking like this? The toggle. Rumors of AC1 remake up next. That's the one they should have started with. That's the one they should have started with. AC1 is the game most in need of a remake. It's very weird to start in the middle of the series, but you know. I think it was a toggle, he just got bigger. Then black and green for more prominent. You're seeing things, maybe. I transferred my mind melting brain to you. So, sorry. It's just how it goes. Sorry. My brain melts, not your brain melts. Sorry. Just how it goes. Just how it goes. Left hand been hallucinating? Exactly. Billions must hallucinate. I cast mutual brain melt. Exactly. See, you get it. See, you understand. We're on the same page here. Billions must... I don't know. I literally forgot what I said. I said something. I don't know what I said. I said billions must something. I don't remember what it was. Bentley gets caught in crossfire? Exactly. I think it was like billions must brain melt or something. I don't know. I said it and then it immediately just disappeared out of my brain. And I immediately forgot it. Maybe if you got rid of that. You got rid of that vtuber. You finally get some subs on your channel. That sucks. I'm very sorry. Why did I say that? You go to Betsy and yourself around for a while. I'm here, Betsy. I don't feel good. Thoughts on the Steam controller? To me, Banished to the Deep Dimension, exactly. To me, nothing beats. At least right now. Right now, nothing beats the Xbox Series X controller. Nothing. It's just the most comfortable. It's the most straightforward. It has the most versatility. It's very reliable. I like the Series X controller for PC gaming. We're talking the best controller of all time. It's the Xbox 360 controller. But that controller's a little dated. It's a little hard to hold. It doesn't really work with PC. But it's a very nice controller. Now, the Steam Machine controller, or I guess the Steam controller it's called or something like that. $99 for a controller is a very lot of money. It's a lot of money for a controller. My controller that I use currently for PC gaming it was $40 when I bought it. And it still works wonders. It still works wonders. It was $40 when I bought it, and it's just the Xbox Series X controller, but it's red. And I got it about a year and a half ago. And it was only $40. Now, it was on sale, and it has gone up in price. Now it's $60 now. It was $40 when I got it. $99 for a controller is a lot of money. Like, a lot of money for a controller. I can't give my full thoughts on it, because obviously I haven't used it, and it hasn't released yet, and so, I don't know. But, you know. To me, I know they're trying to make it, like, super useful, right? I know they're trying to make it, like, super useful. They're getting all these buttons. They're making it super fancy. It's too bulky. At least it looks too bulky. You got big hands, that thing's gonna be a nightmare to hold. You got small hands, that thing's gonna be a nightmare to hold. I got small hands. My hands are tiny. That thing's gonna be a nightmare to hold. But, again, I haven't used it yet, so I could just be wrong. This is just all speculation. To me, it looks too bulky. It reminds me too much of, like, the original Xbox controller. That's what it reminds me of. And to me, it seems way too bulky and uncomfortable to game with. The reason so many people like the Series X controller and the Xbox 360 controller is because they're straightforward, they're streamlined, and they're comfortable to hold. The PlayStation controller's fine. It doesn't compare, in my opinion. Like, the Xbox controller is like, it's crafted to perfectly sit around your hands, and to me, it's very comfortable in that aspect. Whereas the PlayStation controller, it feels like I'm fighting myself in order to use it. I've grown up with Xbox all my life, so the analog sticks being right next to each other is very jarring to me. It's very weird. But yes, that's my thoughts. It looks too bulky. I know there's like a whole bunch of features in it, and the features they showed off are really cool. It looks too bulky to me. Like I said, I haven't used it in hand yet. So I don't know if it's actually like the greatest controller of all time, or if it's a giant piece of garbage that never works. And it'll depend once you get it in hand, right? Once we get it in hand, then it'll be different. For now, nobody's got it in hand. And so, we can't really, like, gauge it off of that, right? I'm a big proponent of review things yourself. Don't rely on other people's words to form your own opinions. Review things yourself. For example, I was told all the time, everywhere, that Attack on Titan was the greatest anime of all time. That it was awesome. The writing is so good. The characters are so deep. The animation is so good. I watched 3 episodes of it. I hated every second of it. Then, like, a couple years later, I watched another 3 episodes of it. I hated every second of it. And then a year ago, I decided to watch the entire show all the way through just to give it a chance. Just to give it a chance, because everyone says it's so good, you gotta just give it a chance. Watch the entire thing through. It was awful and I hated it. So, like I said, I'm a big proponent of try things yourself, form your own opinions. If you want an approach's opinion, go for it. But before you form an opinion on something, you gotta try it yourself, right? That's my outlook on it. I'm one of those weird people where every, 6 months, I retry the things I don't like just to see if I still don't like them. Then 90% of the time, I still don't like them. But what if there's that 1% chance where I do like it? And it's like the greatest thing I've ever seen, and I love it, and it's great, and it's awesome. What if there's that 1% chance, right? And there could be that 1% chance. It could happen. So I like I said, I'm one of those people who retries everything I don't like once every 6 months. Because what if I do like it again? What if it's something I do like? What if it's something I find out? Because people change, right? People change their minds. It happens all the time. I used to hate anime when I was younger. I used to not understand VTubers and didn't get the appeal of them. Now look at me, I'm an anime girl on the internet. So, it just happens. People's minds change. So every, 6 months, I retry something that I don't like. And if I don't like it, then cool, I don't like it. Like I said, 90% of the time, I don't like it. But if there's that 1% chance where I do like it, and I go, oh, this is awesome. This is cool. I love this. What if I never tried this? What if I never tried this? What would I be? So, that's my philosophy. Guess I'm not really looking forward to Steam Show as much as I am the rest of the lineup. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking towards the Steam Machine and I don't think it's called the Valve Index anymore. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm looking towards the VR again. People says over Attack on Titan or did your type anime tend to be anime tourist? No, I'm not gonna say that. Because there's a lot of love that goes into some shonen, right? It's not just because Attack on Titan's a shonen and I hate shonen. I love shonen. Shonen is my favorite anime genre. I love shonen. I love silly fight scenes, I love tension, I love drama, I love powers. That's what I love, right? Attack on Titan, you gotta look at it from the perspective of someone like me, right? I'm a writer, right? I understand writing better than most do. It's opposite. Good night, Hex. I understand writing better than most do because I've been doing it every day for the past 11 years, right? I'm very good with, dissecting writing and dissecting stories and figuring out what works and doesn't work. To me, with Attack on Titan, nothing works. That story is literally just dangling a bunch of keys in front of the audience, and I think it sucks. Whereas with Jujutsu Kaisen, the powers are at least interesting, the world is very interesting, the characters are very interesting. Yeah, the story is kind of meh at times, but there's also there's a bunch of times where the story is really good, and it's really great. And I think that's what makes Jujutsu Kaisen special. And I also understand the circumstances Gigi Akutami was in that resulted in a lot of the issues with the story. This dude almost died writing the story. That's not even a joke. That's not even an exaggeration. He literally almost died several times. There was a point where they literally had to put the entire series on indefinite hiatus because he was in the hospital and he was going to die if he didn't stop. And you gotta take that into account, right? No pen to paper story is worth someone's life, right? You gotta take that into account. And so he was under some very tense circumstances, and I understand that. And because of that, you gotta take it with a little bit of grain of salt, right? Yes, the ending's bad. Yes, the final arc is a little not good. Yes, there's some moments where the story is very meh. But you also gotta understand, the Hideaki Takutami was under some very intense circumstances and very unusual circumstances. Jujutsu Kaisen is very popular. Very, very popular. Very profitable, too. Very marketable. And so Shonen Jump came up to him and was like, hey, we don't care if you're dying. You need to continue this story as much as possible. I don't care how many breaks you want. You're not getting them. This story needs to continue because it's making us money. And it's very obvious to me that the end of the story was what it was because he was in not a great state. And Shonen Jump offered him, hey, once you finish Jujutsu Kaisen, the next series you do will have another artist do the art for you. It's very obvious that kind of happened, right? And so what he did is he rushed through the ending just so he could have a break. Because I think Modulo, consistently all the way through, is good. I love Modulo. I know Modulo is very short and it's kind of like an epilogue to the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. I think, it's way better than like 75% of what Jujutsu Kaisen is. I don't think just because you watch shonen it makes you a tourist. I do think if you watch AOT and you think it is the greatest thing of all time, you don't really understand what fully makes a story good. And that's not an insult, right? Not everybody has the background I do. Not everybody has the brain I do. To me, from what I've experienced and what I've grown up as and how my brain functions, Attack on Titan is like just dangling a bunch of keys in front of the audience. It doesn't challenge you. It doesn't ask you to put your mind to work. It doesn't have any subtext. The story doesn't make any sense. Yes, my hair is shorter. I was asked to put on the tomboy hair, so I did. It doesn't have any subtext. It doesn't... It doesn't work. For me. I know a lot of people think it does. A lot of people love it. A lot of people consider it to be the greatest anime of all time. I don't agree. I really don't. I've tried it several times. And I've watched it all the way through at least once, and I hated it. I genuinely hated it. I didn't enjoy the series. I thought it was so boring. I thought it was awful. I thought the writing was terrible. Like I said, it's literally like dangling a bunch of keys in front of the audience. My biggest gripe with the story, and the main reason why I don't like it, is because the main thing the story is about, the Titans, right? It's called Attack on Titan. It's about the Titans. Attack on Titan is about the Titans. It's in the name. However, the Titans have so little impact on the story that you could literally chain them into whatever they want you got, and it wouldn't matter. Like, you could change them into zombie werewolves, vampires that shoot lasers out of their eyes and explode when you touch them, and the story wouldn't end. It wouldn't change at all. It wouldn't, like, Attack on Titan could be called Attack on Zombie Werewolves that explode when you touch them and shoot lasers out of their eyes and they're vampires. And the story wouldn't change at all. It wouldn't change at all. They're called Attack on Titan, but Titans aren't important to the story. They're not. They're really not. You could replace Titans with anything. Anything in that story. And it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't change. It wouldn't change the story at all. And I think that's a big problem to me. The story is about the Titans. Why don't the Titans have a bigger impact on the story? That's just me. A lot of people consider that series to be their favorite anime of all time, and they're one of the greatest series of all time. I don't. I think it's bad. I think it's really, really bad. Because I'm a writer. I can dissect writing and see the holes in writing a lot more than most. The first thing I do after I finish a game on stream, I don't know if you've noticed, is I critique the story. And that's because my brain functions for writing. It's just how it is. I'm a writer. My brain likes writing. It goes business when I see writing. The first thing I do is I say the things that are wrong with the story. Because everything has its plot holes, right? Nothing is perfect. I've said my rating scale in the Discord before. And it's in the Discord. You can dissect it all you want. But to me, a 10 out of 10 is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. I have no gripes. I think it's the best thing I've ever consumed. So in theory, there should never be a 10 out of 10 from me. You can call that flawed on you want it. But it's just how it is. To me, a 10 out of 10 is perfect. Nothing is perfect. There's no way, there's nothing on this earth that's perfect. And so in theory, there should be nothing that earns it a 10 out of 10. And for me, that's held true. The highest I've ever rated something was a 9 out of 10. And I think there's only like two or three things that I've rated a 9 out of 10. And that's not saying everything else I've consumed sucks. That's just me saying those two things are very, very good to me. They're very important, and I have very little gripes with them. No, I still have gripes. That's why they're a 9 out of 10. The two that come to mind are Red Dead Redemption 2 is a 9 out of 10 for me. And I've already explained why. The other 9 out of 10 for me is Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man Part 1 is a 9 out of 10 for me. And that's because both of those stories I have very, very little gripes with. Now, I have some gripes, and I've explained what those are before. I've explained what those gripes are, but they're not enough to ruin the story for me. Like, they're not enough to ruin the world for me, or ruin just the experience for me. And I think they're still great stories, right? They're great experiences, they're great games. For me, Attack on Titan was not great at all. I had so many gripes with that series. So many gripes with that series. I could go on and on all day about why that series doesn't work narratively. And it's just how my brain works, right? I dissect stories from what I've experienced. The stories don't work. The stories in Attack on Titan don't work. And because of that, because stories are so important to me, the series isn't very good to me. Now, the animation's good. I'll give it that. Map is a good animation studio. Besides the fact they don't treat their employees very good. That's another credits. Map is a good animation studio. And the animation looks great. It's got great animation. But for me, the number one thing at the front of my mind is the story good. Is the writing good? And I have so many problems with the writing and so many problems with the world building that it just made watching the series insufferable. I didn't have fun with it. Like I said, it's like mingling a bunch of keys in front of a little kid. That's what it feels like when I watch that series. On top of it's written like it was written by a 4-year-old. I don't like it. It's just nothing about that series besides the animation is good to me. Especially the writing. Everyone talks about how Attack on Titan has the best writing of all time. How the Attack on Titan, the writing is so good and it's got such a good story in it. It really doesn't. If you really dissect the story down and you list all the things that happen, it's literally like just dangling a bunch of keys in front of a baby. That's what it feels like when I watch it. Like they're dangling keys in front of me. And they're like, it's being told by a 4-year-old. I don't like it. It's just not good to me. Anyways, I'm off on a tangent there. I don't like Attack on Titan. And it's not just because I don't like shonen. I love shonen. Shonen's my favorite anime genre. Give me JJK, give me Chainsaw Man, give me Dragon Ball. I love it. I love shonen. Attack on Titan is just, in my opinion, atrocious when it comes to the writing. The writing is so bad. I don't like it. I really don't like it. But that's just me. I have a brain that can understand writing more than most. I understand what works, and I can understand what doesn't work in a story. I can understand subtext and pick up on allusions faster than most people can. With that being said, all the things I've picked up in Attack on Titan are just don't work. They don't work for its own universe, they don't work for the own story, they don't work from a logical standpoint, they just don't work. As a writer, I don't know what they were thinking. And I'm not trying to dog on the writers of that story. Maybe they slipped up, right? Maybe something happened where, I don't know. But I'm not trying to dog on anybody who likes that series, right? If you like the series, go for it. If you have fun watching the series, go for it. But if you're trying to convince me to like the story and the series, I'm not going to, for the reasons I've seen. And also me saying, like, I have a better understanding of writing and stories than most people isn't an insult to anybody. It's just how it is. I'm sure most people have a better understanding of other things than me. If I go to a musician and I go, hey, this song sucks because I know this song is awesome, and a musician goes, actually, this song is kind of flawed because of these reasons. I'm letting him be able to convince I'm letting him be able to change the musician's mind because the musician understands music better than me, right? If I go, the music is awesome because this guitar part is really cool, and I go up to a guitar player and they go, no, this guitar part actually kind of sucks. Well, they know more than me on guitar. So, I'm sure all of you could name a million things you're better than me, right? It's not just me, like, trying to be an egoist and say, I'm the best writer of all time, and I'm better than all of you. It's not me trying to say that, right? It's just, I have a better understanding for writing than most people. Just like most people, and just like one person could have a better understanding for music and guitar than most people. It's just how it is. And so from my viewpoint, and from my position, and the way my brain works, Attack on Titan doesn't work. I think the writing and just everything going on with that story is just atrocious. I don't like it. I think it's terrible. Anyways, sorry for ranting. I got on a tangent. Main takeaway. I love shonen, I don't like Attack on Titan. I think Attack on Titan's bad. That's just me. You also gotta understand, like, there's specific reasons that people watch specific stories. 90% of the reason why I watch a story or consume a story is for the writing. And there's a very rare 1% chance where that's not the case. Like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, besides Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball story is kind of bad. Like, Dragon Ball Super especially has so many issues with the story. But the reason I watch it isn't because of the story, right? Dragon Ball Z is the only thing that I feel like has a good story to it. Everything, all the other Dragon Ball shows, I really don't like story-wise. But I still watch them. You know why I watch them? Because I like shonen. I like shonen, and I like power-ups, and I like funny powers, and that's all Dragon Ball is. That's literally all Dragon Ball is. It's shonen funny power-ups. And so that's why I watch Dragon Ball. I don't watch it for the story. I don't watch it to be to consume the best piece of writing ever. I don't watch it for that. I watch it because it's funny power-ups and funny cool stuff. I watched Super for the Tournament of Power. I watched Super all the way through because, and there's a lot of things I liked and a lot of things I didn't like. And writing isn't one of the things I liked. But I still liked the story. Not the story, I still liked the series. And I liked it because I still like the series. I liked it because I liked the funny power-ups and the funny abilities and the funny transformations. That's why I liked it. And because all of that stuff is so fun to me, I can set aside the lackluster story sometimes. Like, if you look back on it, Goku Black is literally just pure fanfiction. It's pure fanfiction by Toyotaro. That's literally all it is. Just pure fanfiction. But, because Goku Black is so cool, and because I think his power-up is so fun, I think it's a fine addition. I think the Goku Black arc is very cool. Because of just the way the powers and the characters are presented and the abilities are presented. Like Rose, Super Saiyan Rose is functionally no different than Super Saiyan Blue. They don't ever explain what Super Saiyan Rose is. They don't ever explain why it's pink instead of the normal blue. They don't ever explain that. And I feel like that's a gap in writing. But I still like Rose. And I still like Goku Black. Because I think the funny power-up is cool. And that's a rare case where I think the writing, it's okay to dismiss some of the bad writing in favor for just a fun thing to watch. Not to mention, Dragon Ball has kind of like really connected me and my family. Like my little brother loves Dragon Ball, my older brother got me into Dragon Ball, and because of that, I like Dragon Ball. There's like circumstances you gotta understand everybody's opinions, right? It's not just, oh, somebody hates something because it's bad, unless they're rage baiting. Everybody has a reason for something, right? Why do some people not like, don't want to get into Dragon Ball? Well, because it's too long, right? Gen was over 900 episodes. It's the second longest running anime of all time. But, so that's one reason why people don't want to get into it, and I understand that, right? It's a very big barrier of entry for an anime, and I understand that. And it's the same, you gotta understand, like, stuff like that, right? A lot of people don't like Red Dead because they don't like the gameplay, and that's fine. The gameplay in that game is very atrocious at times, and I will admit that. I personally have fun with it, but I know a lot of people found it and been turning away point for them. And that's fine. That's your opinion. And nobody's opinion is objectively wrong, right? Everybody has reasons for their opinions. Someone who views gameplay over story may think Red Dead's awful. And that's fine. I admit Red Dead's a little lackluster in its gameplay at times. To me, it's not enough to turn me away. It can be annoying at times, yes, but it's not enough to turn me away from the series. But to somebody else, it might be. You gotta think, why do they like gameplay more than a story? Why do they like gameplay more than visuals? Stuff like that. Why is the clunky gameplay at times a big enough factor to turn them away from a series? Why is the clunky gameplay at points a big enough factor to turn them away? There's gotta be a reason, right? Nobody does things just to don't do things. There's reason behind everything. And one of the things my brain, in my funky little thing, my funky little head does, is the way it functions, I want to know why. And so I'm very, like, debative and very argumentative. Excuse me. I'm very debative and very argumentative because I want to know why you have these opinions. To me, I can back up every single opinion I have right down to the source. I can tell you why I have these opinions. I can tell you why I do these things, why I do specific things I do. I can tell you why. A lot of people don't know how to respond to that, and so they don't like it when I'm debative. And to me, a debate is just talking, right? You can disagree and still respect somebody. Like, that's normal. That's how humans work. Not everyone's gonna be the same person. Everybody's built by their own experiences. You can disagree with somebody and still treat them with respect. It's when you start going, you're an idiot and you're stupid and you don't know what you're talking about. That's when it gets a little much, right? That's when it turns from a debate into a toxic exchange. And there's no need for a toxic exchange, right? Like that, right? But if it's just a simple, like, I like this because of this, And this other person, the person going, well, I don't like this because of this. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with just a simple talk. That's all a debate is. It's just a simple talk. It's all a disagreement is. It's a simple talk. It's when you start going like, you're stupid and you're awful and I hate you because you don't like the thing I like. That's when it's a little not good, right? That's when I start flawing people for their, it's less on their opinions, it's more on their behavior. That's just me. Like I said, I can back up everything I like all the way back to the source. I can back up every single opinion I am and everything I believe all the way back to the source. A lot of people don't know how to do that. Everybody does something for a reason, right? A lot of people don't know how to do the thing I can do where I can back up everything to a source. A lot of people don't know how to do that. And so when I come up to them and ask them, well, why do they like this or why do they not like this? I get a little defensive. And when that happens, I kind of just switch and I go, well, here's what I think and why I think it. To maybe try and just communicate and change their minds, right? And I know 90% of the time it's not going to change their mind. Some people are very set in stone about what they like and what they don't like. And that's just how people are. That's just how that person is. But I'm one of those people who finds a debate fun, and I find a debate interesting. Plus, if I can talk to my friends about a series I like, at the end of the day, if I can talk to my friends about a series I like and I enjoy, and they in turn like and enjoy it back, it's worth it. Right? That's worth it to me. I know it's gonna hurt my feelings because you don't like a certain thing or you like something I don't. You're not hurting my feelings because that. You hurt my feelings when you start calling me an idiot and then I don't know what I'm talking about. That's when I'm gonna get mad. That's when I get upset. But if you just go like, I don't like this because of this, this, and this. I like this because of this, this, and this. Cool. But I don't like this thing because of this, this, and this. I like this thing because of this, this, and this. So why don't you like it? Or why do you like it? What? That's just how my brain works. That's how my brain functions. I think you're enjoying watching right now. I've been watching through season 4 of Invincible right now. And I'm almost done with season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I have one episode left I need to finish, and it's the one everybody says is really, really good. But yes, I've been watching through Invincible season 4, and it's really good. I don't think it beats season 1 at all. I don't think it even comes close to how good season 1 was. Invincible season 4 is good. I don't think it's anywhere close as good to how good season 1 is. No shot. And I just don't think they know how to get to that same point. Right? I mean, that doesn't mean it's terrible. I'm still having fun with season 4. I really like season 4. I'm having a lot of fun with season 4. Seeing Thrag was really cool. The fight with Conquest and the rematch with Conquest and Invincible was really cool. Nolan having her chat with Debbie was really cool. Nolan and Alan going to all the planets to track down all of the things that the Viltrumites are weak to are really cool. The episode about the Scourge virus was really cool. Oh, that's really cool. I just don't think they have been able to match the just pure quality and writing of season 1. Like, I got spoiled for the ending of season 1. I got hardcore stimuli for it. But I still enjoyed it. I still loved season 1. And to me, nothing comes close to season 1. I will say, I did really, really enjoy the episode about the Scourge virus. I really, really enjoyed it. To me, that's probably the second best episode in the series for me. I loved the Scourge virus episode. Because you said an hour? No, yeah, I'm about to end here in a second. I'm yapping. The best episode is very, very clearly episode 9. Episode 9 of season... I think it's episode 9. The last episode of season 1. Where Omni-Man fights with Invincible for the first time. To me, that's the best episode in the series, and nothing's ever gonna top that. Unless they, like, I haven't read the comics. Unless they bust out some crazy stuff, nothing's gonna top that for me. The second best episode in the series, in my opinion, is episode 1. The very first episode. To me, that's the second best episode in the series. After that, it's probably the Scourge Virus episode. I love the Scourge Virus episode so much. It was so just raw and real and interesting to me. It takes the villain that you're supposed to hate and you're supposed to think is, I guess, these. Sorry. It takes the villain that you're supposed to hate and that you're supposed to dislike. It's the villain that you're supposed to hate and you're supposed to dislike, and it kind of like breaks that outer shell and shows it just a real. It shows that they're human. It shows the experiences they've gone through, and it shows that they're real people, right? And gives you a little bit of just a shred of empathy for the villains and why they're doing the things they're doing. And I really like that. I think that's really cool. Anyways, I've got flying. I hate out bed. I'm very, very sleepy, and I have work tomorrow. I need to go drop off my brother in the morning, and then I have to go to work. So I'm gonna go to bed. I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed my dumb, stupid ramblings today. I'm feeling a lot better, actually. When I started to stream, I was really not feeling good, but now I'm feeling a lot better. A lot better. But yes, I'm going to bed. I hope you enjoy. I hope it was a fun stream. I had a lot of it. I hope you enjoyed my dumb, stupid ramblings. My dumb, stupid ramblings where I talk to myself. I hope it was fun. It's fun for me. You guys genuinely make this so fun for me, and I really love it. I can stream every day. Just every day, all day. I love it so much. I have so many things I want to do, and I cannot wait. I genuinely cannot wait to do them. Oh, I cannot wait till I can be a full-time streamer. I cannot wait! 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 I have so many things I want to do. I have so many things I want to do. You have no idea. So many things I wanted to do. You have no idea. Bleh. You have no idea. Bleh. Bleh. Yes. Cool out of that. I hope you all enjoyed. I love you all so much. See you all very, very soon.